Greetings, comrades. Okay, I'm here with another book review of a book I just finished today as part of the Read Kids Lit read along that was started by Words of a Reader. So the book I have is called go over here on this side, The Wells Bequest, and it's by Polly Shulman. When I picked this up, I wasn't aware that it says it's a companion book to another story called The Grimm Legacy. It's Grimm, as in fairy tales. But apparently it's not really, it's a companion. It takes place after that one, but it's not really a sequel. It has different characters and things like that in it. But it does involve one of the same aspects of the original book, apparently, which is called the New York Circulating Material Repository. So this is like a library, only instead of books, it has objects. And some of the objects are pretty special. The sub-tag here on the book says, it's called The Wells Bequest, Do You Dare to Change the Past? H.G. Wells, The Past, I guess we know what this is going to be about, right? Yes, it's about time travel. And it does have a few of those just painful passages about what would happen if this and that and the other, and if you go back and change time and all that kind of stuff, but not too much. Actually, I really liked this book a lot. It was a lot of fun to read. It's a pretty quick read, not too thick. A couple hundred pages, maybe. Yeah, about 250 pages. It read really quickly, went really fast. I like the characters in the book. It's mostly, there are a couple of protagonists. One is a young man whose family are all scientists, and he's more of a fix-it kind of person, or an inventor. He can put things together, he can figure things out, he can fix things, but he doesn't do real well with hard science. So, whereas all the rest of his family does. But he comes across this place called this circulating materials library that circulates objects, and he develops a crush immediately on one of the women who works there. The reason why and one of the other girls, I think they're in like their middle teens, is the impression that I got. I don't think it ever actually says how old they are. But the reason why he goes to look up this place, partially is to do a science project, but also he sees in his room one day a time machine appears. Only it's very tiny, and there are two people on the time machine, and one of them is him. So he has to try and figure out what is going on. So he gets to this circulating library. He sees the other person who was in the time machine with him is this other girl. And chaos ensues, as it so often does in these wonderful kinds of stories. So it's a little bit of a time travel thing, a little bit of a romance thing, not too much on that, where they have to go back and, stop villains and stuff like that. But it's a pretty interesting world that was created in this materials library. I don't want to give too much away. I'd like for you to find out on your own. It might not be giving too much away, but the materials in the library are pretty special, and obviously the time machine from H.G. Wells is one of them, so that should give you a pretty good hint about what's going on in this library. But it was a really fun read. I enjoyed the characters. I liked the writing. I thought it was well done. It moved along at a clip. The protagonist, the guy, gets kind of naggy a little bit later on towards the end of the book. But there's a bit of an explanation for that. He's normally a pretty cautious kind of person, but time travel can have those effect on you. So I would highly recommend this book. I definitely would give it 4 stars. I think it was just a lot of fun. It was very easy to read. It only took me a few days. I know it sounds like a long time for a lot of you people, but I only read certain books at certain times of the day, so it takes me a little bit longer. I'm not a fast reader. But I really enjoyed this a lot. And I may or may not check out the other one about Grimm, which actually takes place a few years earlier and involves one of the characters' sisters and the same circulating library. So that's my review of this. I guess it's not very technical review, right? But the writing is good. The story is good. It moves along in a clip. I liked all the characters a lot. It involves things. Like it's got Mark Twain and Nikola Tesla, and trips to England, and there's all kinds of fun stuff in it. But it holds together really well. It doesn't end up being disjointed. It's a decent premise for the story to unfold. Nothing too innovative other than the creation of this particular kind of circulating library, but I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'd give it 4 stars. Definitely recommend it. Okay, so that's my review of the Wells Bequest by Polly Shulman. So check it out if you're into this kind of material. I really liked it a lot. That's it for now. Happy trails and happy reading.